this is Charlie426, and today this is Gundam Log number 25. I have a lot of stuff to talk about, so this Gundam Log number 25 might go a little bit long. So let's get with the basics first. Currently, I am building a new kit, and that kit is the high-grade overflag. High-grade overflag. Just like as I promised, because I asked you guys to vote either for the overflag or the T-Rank Space Commander type, and the overflag won. Currently, the T-Rank Space Commander type, they don't have it yet, so oh well. And the reason I'm making this video is that I finished building the body and the head. It's a pretty unique, flat, mobile suit, and it's really skinny. Yeah. And I really like how they designed the head and overall body. It really gives out that vibe that this is a transforming mobile suit. One thing that I'm still not sure is that I'm not sure if I'm supposed to consider this as a visor type mobile suit or a mono eye, because if you see the eye, there's this one mono eye here, but there's a visor on the overall face. I'm kind of confused, but oh well. And today I had I have an interesting story to tell you guys as well. And today I went to the Gundam base as usual, and I took some videos on it because some of you guys were wondering or asking me of taking footages of the shop, because Gundam base is literally a shop dedicated for Gunplow. And there aren't many, stores that are like this in other countries, so I understand why this is the situation or why you guys are requesting that. So I'm happy, but I did take footages today, but I was just too nervous to speak in front of other people, and everybody was just staring at me, so I was really, really rushing. So I'm sorry for the overall fast pace, but next time I will be taking another footage at the usual shop I go to, so when I do that, let's hope that it's not as bad as my last time. So for the past few days, I've been getting some new extra kits, and those kits are number one, the high-grade O Gundam ACD version, requested by Christian Peters as well. And also thank you for a lot of people giving me details on this kit and comparing the differences between the normal version. So as my judgment, I decided to go for this, and yeah, I have also my reasons, which I will mention on my Gundam Log video when I'm building this. And today, as I mentioned, I went to Gundam base today, but I also went there yesterday, and I got a total of 3 kits. Number one, yesterday I got the high-grade Dom Trooper. Basically, after I'm done with 00 series, currently I think when I'm done with the O Gundam, I'll be jumping up to the Dom Trooper, because I'm currently having trouble contacting the person who is selling the GN arms in a cheap price. So if he doesn't really match up my conditions, I can't purchase it from him. So the GN arms will have to wait, or it will get delayed until it gets restocked at the shop. I mean. So the Dom Trooper, once again, another mass production type mobile suit, which I'm really into. And there's something I would like to talk about with these kind of kits later. Next kit, which is also a seed kit, the high-grade Murasame. Pretty interesting name for the overall situation, but yeah, a lot of people are telling me this is the equivalent of the seed version of the Zeta Gundam. Apparently, but according to some people, this isn't a Gundam, whatever. I was going to make a video on what's a Gundam, but there were just so many disrespectful people telling me that there's already a video answering a question, don't do it, or just shut the fuck up and then watch this video. I got really so angry, I decided not to make it, because if there's so many disrespectful idiots, I'd rather not make it. At least I have the balls to make videos, unlike you guys who's been saying worse stuff to me. Anyway, yeah. And today after buying the Murasame, it was my 10th stamp. Basically meaning I got another kit for free. And that kit is, number one, it's not a seed kit. Number two, it's a IBO kit, because by the moment I'm done with either Double O or Seed, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be my midterm, so I won't have time to go buy kits if I don't have enough. Yeah, because I won't have enough time, and by the time I'm done with all the seed kits I'm currently trying to buy, I won't be able to go to the shop because I have to study. But anyway, that kit I got for the my first IBO kit is the there you go, the high grade Graze Ein. Now, one thing about IBO, there's been a lot of hype and a lot of enjoyment on the normal high grade Graze. Yeah, I think that's how I'm gonna say it. But yeah, I don't want to do. I know it's a mass production mobile suit, but I don't want to do it if it's like overhyped. And then I realized there's this variant, which is not. It's not technically a mass production type. This is like a prototype or like a test mobile suit. And it's still based on the Graze, and there's not much hype of it. When it first came out, there was a little bit, excitement, or kind of like they had a lot of expectations, but somehow they just disappeared in a way, and I'm here to find that out. But I really like another aspect of this kit is that it's gigantic, so for a high grade, so that's why I'm going for it. So yeah, that's all. That's it for today. And my funny story that I would like to tell you guys, number one, is I was originally trying to get the high grade Goof Ignited today at the shop. But the thing is that I saw what I've been observing or looking at was the normal Goof Ignited mass production type. But the moment I went to the shop and checked it, it was the Goof Ignited Izark version. Yeah, I haven't been observing that well. I thought that was the normal blue version, but it happened to be gray because the box looks really similar, and the color is kind of difficult to differentiate when you're at a distance. I thought it was blue, but the more closer I got, it was gray. So I was like, oh no. Well, luckily they had more mass production type mobile suits I was looking for, so I had to go for the alternative. But I felt kind of silly for that. So sorry for those who've been expecting the Goof Ignited. I promise you, that's one kit I'm trying to get, because it's one of the noticeable or kind of the interesting concept of a mass production mobile suit in Gundam Seed. So stay tuned. Okay, and there's two announcements or two things I am going to tell you guys. Number one, this is not relay with Gunpla, so it's not as serious as you think. I'm currently thinking of making another video series. Of course, this is not going to be anything related to Gunpla, but moreover, it's more like of me giving a lot of foreigners some info, and that info is about food. Now, I see a lot of foreigners now coming to Korea, and I'm pretty sure a lot of Gunpla fans, after watching my video, you guys might actually be interested in coming to Korea to go to Gundam Base instead of Japan. Some of you guys. And if you do, I see a lot of people struggling or kind of being confused about the food, aspect, because most of the blogs or famous websites that show the famous Korean restaurants or stuff that you're supposed to eat in Korea tend to be like overcrowded or expensive, and some people are not really interested in. But you gotta eat, and you don't want to spend too much money. So the alternative, and the best alternative, what I say, is convenience store food. I used to work in a convenience store like 7-Eleven, but I saw a lot of foreigners come in and go out without buying anything because they weren't really sure what they were looking at or watching. So I decided to make a series on making reviews on convenience store food, like lunch boxes or bento boxes, onigiris, or rice balls basically. And there's a lot of different flavors and different variations of them. So if you guys are interested in, if you think it's a good idea, please leave a comment, because I'm pretty sure some of you guys are going to come to Korea someday, and yeah, you don't want to spend too much money on food. Okay, that's the simple announcement. The second one, which I'm currently still kind of afraid to say this on video, but I have been okay, here's the second one. I have been thinking of doing a small business with you guys. Because on the two Facebook groups, I tend to see a lot of people struggling getting a certain kit. They try to order it, but it's out of stock, and you're not sure when it's going to get restocked. But at the same time, when I go to the shop, I see those kits, plenty of them. So this is like my small business or offering, is that if you guys are interested, and you guys must agree on this and leave it on the comment if you are interested. So what I'm thinking is that basically I'm going to, if you do agree on this is how it's gonna work. But as a test drive or a test, I'm gonna first get my 10 applicants, and those 10 people can request one kit for now, because I need to test this out. If this works out very well, I can most likely increase the number of kits that one person can request. Basically, those 10 people will request one kit each. For now, as a test, we're gonna go with high grades, and then I will go buy those high grade kits and then send them to you. But before that, this is the most important part. This is going to rely on a heavy trust aspect. So basically what I'm going to do is that I'm gonna get either Facebook messages or emails from you guys, and then you will basically give me information such as what HG that you were looking for, and then your name, basically your official name, number 2, and then your address and country and address. And then I will first search for that kit at the shop, and then I will take the picture with the price and then send that picture to you guys. And then I'm gonna ask the post office is how much the shipping fee would be to send it to you guys. And then in total, basically the price of the kit plus the shipping fee, and then I'm going to charge another extra 5 to 10% of that entire fee, because I need to get some profit as well, since this is a business, and then send it to you guys. But the thing is that you guys need to send me the money first, like transactions. Well, that's what you call it, I believe. I don't tend to mess with anybody else. I don't tend to make frauds with anybody. This is just a simple business. So yeah, if you guys are interested in this, please leave a comment if you think it's a good idea, or no if it's a bad idea, because I'm just trying to give you guys some help and then make some extra profit at the same time. But as well, here's another catch. If I see anybody abusing this, basically you receive the product and then claiming that you didn't get it, I'm gonna stop. If anything goes wrong, I'm gonna stop right away. That's the situation for now on my test drive. But if my test drive of those 10 applicants go very well, I'm gonna increase the number of applicants and the number of kits later, and the different grades for now, because Gunpla is not a cheap hobby, so you want to enjoy the most fullest. Anyway, so yeah, that's it. That was the announcement that I wanted to mention. Of course, if you guys agree, the first thing is that I'm gonna have to check the countries if our Korean post offices can actually send stuff to other countries as well, and I would need to find out the price as well. So it's gonna take some time, but if it does work, I might be able to make some profit and then help you guys who are struggling to get a certain kit at the same time. Anyway, this was Gundam Log number 25. Before I end this, I'm going to end this off with my video filming of the Gundam base that I went today. So please enjoy. And yeah, if you have any questions or requests, leave a comment below. Enjoy the video footage of the Gundam base, and see you guys next time. 25. I think it's time that I show you guys where I buy my kits, and I'm currently there. I am not at the usual store I go to. This is a store when I don't have school, and that is the Gundam base. As you can see, sorry about that. This is the Gundam base of Korea. Oh, come on, just focus. There we go. Okay, we are currently at Gundam base, and today I came to buy a kit, but I'll be going home with 2 kits. The reason for that is I currently have 9 stamps at the moment. If I can find the proper section, there we go. Here we go. I got 9 stamps, 1 more, and I get another free kit. So let's get in. Now this is Gundam base. They have
high grades, no grades, master grades, and SDs. They have them in sections. So we have the master grade section. I'll be walking around as well. We got master grade, wing kits, seed kits, and they got some display. And we got some 00 master grades, which is full of Exias as usual. More displays. One thing to mention that not all display kits are being sold at the moment. Basically, if you don't see the ones that are on display, they're basically meaning that they're all sold out. Now we got the Universal Sentry master grades, mostly. More display. And more. And now let's get to the high grade section. Like I said, this is the Gundam base of Samsung Station, or COEX. In this shop, for example, they have their products pretty organized properly. We have the 00 high grade section right over here, and then we have the Seed series on the next side. No grades, for example, they don't really have their own section. In this shop, they do the one in Gangnam Station, they do have their own section in the other one. So these are all the no grades, which I don't really care about. And now we got a bunch of high grade Universal Sentries over here with all the display kits. Now most of the ones that they're current selling are, being displayed. A lot of them. Most of them. And we got the Origins kit as well. Currently I believe there's not too many Origins kit. And yeah, we got all the high grade Universal Sentry. Of course, not all of them are Universal Sentry, but you get the gist of it. And they do sell some extra special ones like these. Oh, not focusing. Okay. More Universal Sentry, like I said, all sectionized properly as well, and most of them are on display. And if they're all sold out, they always have this kind of thing sold out. And we got the Build Fighter section, which I'm seeing some new kits that I have not seen before. The new Zaku Super Custom Zaku F2000, Forever Gundam, and the High New Gundam from another series, I forgot the name. We got a bunch of them on display. That I'm gonna get later as well. Build Fighter, they got the PTET guys and all the weapons and the action bases as well. Some more Build Fighters master grades. And here is the overhyped of the IBO or Iron Blood Orphans kits. As usual on display, the 1 to 100 no grades, I believe, up to the normal high grades. And they got a bunch of them somehow. Despite all the overhype, they still have a lot of products left. And more display. Sorry if I sound like I'm kind of rushing. I am kind of rushing because I have another appointment and I kind of feel embarrassed speaking English in a Korean shop. More high grades. And this section on display are usually the new products they recently got. Seems like the Hakushiki Revive is still up there with the Gundam Barbados DX set. And more Build Fighter sections over here. They do have Star Wars Plamo if you're interested in them. And here is the section for Gundam Age and Gundam G-Reconquista. The bottom section is G-Reconquista. Upper section is the Gundam Age. And they have them on display, but as usual, not all of them are currently being sold. Especially, for example, this one. This is sold out. And next to him is the Evangelion, which I don't think I'll be getting any high grades or any Plamo. Maybe one, but not now. And here's some non-Gunpla. These are all from other anime, like Keroro series, Yokai Watch, which I have never seen yet. And besides those, we got some One Piece. I hope that's how I pronounce it. Plamo. A lot of boats, I see. I didn't know there were so many boats. And beyond that, we got some SD. We got the SD Gundam Phoenix Delta Plus. We got the BB Senshi and the newest SDX Standard, or EX Standard if you want to pronounce it that way. So yeah, the Gundam base in Korea has all the kits or all the grades you need. So if you can't go to Japan, Korea is your second option. We got the perfect grades also on display, and the RGs, real grades as well. One thing to mention that the Gundam base every Friday or Saturday they get restocked, so don't be disappointed just because they don't have it yet, because they'll get restocked sooner or later. Oh, I forgot, these are the Reborn 100s. Wow. And they do sometimes sell the mega size, I believe, kits. Yeah. And they do have a small section for you guys to build kits when you're not, if you feel like building it right away. Alright, so that was the introduction of the Gundam Log number 25 with the introduction of the store that I usually go to buy kits. And currently I'm gonna go buy one, and see you guys next time.